welcome back. Hey, let's go. So, good afternoon, everyone. How are you doing? So, this afternoon, I'm gonna throw the mouse away because for now we don't need it. Basically, for now, we're gonna be working on the Framerail and turn down the heating for now. And yeah, so we're gonna keep going on the Framerail. Basically, what we started this morning, it's going pretty well, to be fair. I'm really happy on how it's turning out. This afternoon, for sure, we're starting to weld things in place. I thought about maybe trying to remove everything that we had in place and replace all that driver's side, well, in fact, that side, but yeah, remove everything on the driver's side and try to weld it all at once. During the starting soon time, I just took a look at it and basically decided that it was a bad idea. So we're just going to go straight back at where we were, and we're gonna try to make everything work. Now that I think of it, I just realized that I forgot to turn on the air compressor. Hopefully, we don't have a lot of air in there, so maybe we're gonna have to crank it like when I'm trimming something else, or I don't know, because basically we're gonna need to sand the metals to have some pretty good material to weld on. Fun thing is, since it is a Framerail, we should be able to put quite a lot of heat in there to really blend the welds together, so that should be pretty cool. Hey, what's up, Rack? Let's go. Good afternoon, man. How are you doing? So yeah, so basically we should be able to put quite a lot of heat in there and have some pretty good welds to go through that little part there. So let's fill that gap. Yeah, love to hear that. That's amazing. Want to see something cool, Rack? Since we had some damage part on the Framerail, look what one of my friends did for me. So that's the plan this week. We have two of these to replace, like from the floor pan, the end of the floor pan at the front, and to match with the Framerail. So we're gonna be working with that. And we also have the parts to close the gap that some previous owner did when they decided it was a great idea to put the steering box through the Framerail. Like, not next to it, through it. So, and they welded so bad the plate in there. All right, you want to see that? I want to show you, even though we're gonna see them further down the road, probably this afternoon actually. But look at this dual side. Look at those welds. This is disgusting, if we can even call that welds. Front cam. There you go. Nice hammered dog shit welds. Yep, I remember replacing the entire floor on my classic Mini long ago. Yeah, this one here basically already had some floor pan repair, basically, but I haven't done it. When I bought the car, the floors on both sides were pretty much gone. However, the rest of the car was quite in shape. Like, we haven't had a lot of rust repairs so far, so that can. And I bought the car 10 years ago, so you can tell that it was in pretty good shape overall, except that, and I got them replaced in the body shop. Downside is, because I had not a lot of money, we managed to get the car done by an apprentice, so like, he was supervised by the master body worker there, and like, it wasn't that bad. However, I will say that compared to what I'm doing now, the welds on the floor pan are meh, but I mean, everything's strong, everything's working. It's not super great. Like, there's a few welds here and there that seems a little bit too bubbly and like not really penetrated through the materials. But I mean, part of the game. That was 10 years ago, so yeah, I paid for the job I got done there. So they put quite a few hours in the car, but I paid half the rate because of that, which helped my poor ass back then. But today, I mean, we fixed a bunch of them on the outside in the transmission tunnel, like everything that was looking bad. I grinded them and welded them back, so I made sure everything was good. Everywhere where I got a bit of flex in there, probably due to the age, the fact that everything moves a bit in there, well, I just solidify everything. And now last big part is really the frame rail. Those two little, well, three spots on the frame rail I need to tackle down, and my friend did a solid job with that, and he even told me everything I need to know, how to weld them, how to reinforce them, so that I'm gonna be able to use even those parts as a jacking point on the car. So win all the way through there, so we love that. Let's get in the car now and let's take a look at what's going on, well, under the car, and let's see what's going on in there. Dual side. So if we're looking here, let me just turn that cam a little bit there. So this is where they did put the steering rack, well, the steering box, because it was a steering box in that car, with the pitman arm and everything under here. They did put it through that, so this is pretty bad. This is what we're going to replace this afternoon, and we're gonna fix that in the next following days. But here we go. So that's the part with all the measurement. It's fitting really, really well. The plan is right now we're gonna tack weld that in place, like on 4 corners, so it won't move at all. Then we're gonna remove that plate at the back here. So because this is a little bit bent towards the inside, same here, like there was quite a lot of things that happened on that car. We're gonna make sure that when we have that in place, maintaining everything to its position there, we're gonna make sure to go on the other side and hammer that edge here so it come closer to and close the gap that we have right now there. So with that done, we should be able to throw quite a good pass of welding through there. And also, like I said, we're gonna be stitching by the inside, since we kept like an edge. We are not edge to edge like this, but we have a shoulder on which both plates are meeting, so they're gonna be stronger, and we're gonna probably throw like some 1-inch welds through that from the inner side here, so in different places, and from there we're gonna also fully weld and seal it from the outside here. So from here we're gonna fully weld that, and same thing at the back. So we're gonna go all around that and weld it properly. So that should be pretty cool. That should help quite a lot. And yeah, I mean, that's gonna fix one big issue that we had, and that was not pretty. Like basically without that fixed, there was like, it was absolutely sure that I'm not putting the engine in it. I didn't want that side here to basically bend or something due to the weight. So yeah, pretty happy on how everything's turning out right now. So we're gonna have to remove all the rust and the paint from here to make sure we have a proper surface to weld on. And we're pretty much there, since we cut it pretty much everything this morning. We can just go ahead, remove the paint, and start welding that. So yeah, let's do that. And that's where probably I'm gonna need to fill that little air compressor, because I forgot to during lunchtime. Classic. So let me turn down the mic and start the air compressor. So we're gonna probably have a 5 minutes of noise, and after that I'm gonna be back. So let's do that right now, since we're at the beginning, and make sure we don't have, like, we're not missing air in the middle of the job. Loud noise. All right, so that was quite long, but at the same time, I decided to go ahead and just already clean the edges there. So that's done. We can see them right above me here. So edges are pretty well cleaned. We're gonna be able to start tacking already the metal piece in place. Maybe I will just take time to clean the edge of the new bracket also, just because like it's gonna be easier to weld. Every time you're welding, if you have a clean edge, it's gonna help. If you don't, well, you're gonna have difficulties sometimes, or just, and not difficulties, because this is brand new metal. It's just going to pop a little bit more, like it's not going to be as consistent as you want it to be, just because it's melting the protective coat on the top of your basically of your brand new bracket there. So bracket, metal, whatever. So yeah, so let's do that first. I'm gonna try maybe to mark also the inside of it, so I can even clean the other side of it and make sure everything is good to go. So then when we're gonna be ready to weld everything, we should be able to do it quick. All right, so there we go. There, so this is where we're going to put that. I turned the cam earlier, so let's put it back here. So I'm just going to mark again where I'm gonna be welding all that, so that just a slight mark. I don't have any more chalk on it. Come on. There you go. It's not that it's writing a lot, just that at least I can see something. Yeah, it's barely noticeable, but at least there's something. So that's no big deal. We're gonna be able to put that in here. I don't think I'm gonna be able to, maybe from the top, since we have a gap at the top, maybe just slightly mark it so I can just have a rough idea of where I need to clean on the inner side. That seems pretty accurate. Oh well, that's pretty good actually, better than I expected. So we're gonna be able to clean the edge there, so that on both sides we're gonna be clean and ready to just weld it. Loud noise. Loud noise. Voice. All right, to be fair, I already destroyed that brand new brush I took, so I'm gonna just change already, because it's gonna be easier and take less time to clean that if I do it this way. Loud noise. right, so here I think it's a good example. I already said it a few times on stream, but you can see how shiny now it is compared to right next to it. Well, when you're asking yourself why like metals, when you're asking yourself why steel is rusting, but when you happen to buy some new steel, it's not rusted, that's exactly the reason why. So basically in here, there's a coating that's preventing rust from happening. So no corrosion on brand new steel. But if we were to let that just like outside for a few days, it will start to rust already. So this is why, and that's also why I'm cleaning it, because basically what we want to weld is steel, not, we don't want to have to go through and melt the protection layer on top of here, because basically if we were to try to do that, that's where you're getting some weird stuff happening in your welds. So yeah, so with that done, that's gonna help us basically just go ahead and sand it. So right now we have that in place, that in place. We can probably just go ahead and bring the welder in place, just connect it, and we're gonna throw that right here. And when I'm gonna be happy with where it's sitting, we're gonna be throwing a weld. At the bottom here is the gap is so close, same at the really top here on the edge. So that's where we're gonna start working from. So welding that in here, then we're gonna move at the bottom here that the gap is really close, and probably at the same time like the corner here, that top here seems to be a bit far. So we're gonna just tack weld in place until we can make sure it is strong, and then we're gonna go ahead and try to finalize that eventually after we have removed the plate behind. Let's not forget to open the gas bottle, because otherwise it's gonna suck. For the wire speed, let's go there, and we can probably go in D. I don't think E is a good thing. I think it's gonna be too strong a little bit. So we're gonna stay in the D setting for temperature. But if we see that the welds are staying too much on the surface, we're gonna try it on E setting. If I open this, we have gas. I'm gonna clean the nozzle just to make sure that we are really starting on the best setup that we can. Yep. There you go. Ready for some welding, guys. Let's go. I always love doing a bit of welding in here. All right, let's try not to burn our pans because they are quite thin. Not really the ideal setup to weld. But hey, you gotta do what you gotta do. So that's pretty much exactly where I want it. Maybe a bit too far. Yeah, that's better. Yep, that seems to be a really good setting. Weld is going right through without, at the same time, without also going through the metal. We are doing really great with that setting. If you want to see the tack weld in here, there we go. So like I'm saying, they melted really well. They did penetrate quite a lot without also going too far down there. So pretty happy with that. Let's move on. Maybe I'm gonna try to do that other side at the same level, because here I think for closing the gap I'm gonna have to smash it a little and it's gonna go higher on top at the same time. So let's do that. Let's try to see if there's a way to make that work. And just put you a little bit away. You can see even there, it's not a perfect fit, so. Oh, we have a big melted puddle at the end of the wire, so let's just remove that. So we start clean. All right, that's pretty good. And now we're gonna start smashing stuff. There you go. Now this is a cold gap. Okay, bye. And at the top, now it can't move anymore, so let's go right at the top there. There we go. Ouch. I think I'm gonna have some little hole through my pants. Hot. All right, now that chair is a bit in my way, let's move it to the side. Have hair in my face too. Let's move them to the side. And now we're starting smashing a little bit just to securize. Well, I don't think we're gonna be able to. To go really more far than that loud noise. All right, so this is now tack welded in place. We have 3 stitches on each side at the bottom, which will keep the distance between that beam and that beam. We have one at the top here, which will prevent it from bending on those stitches. However, I cannot really go further on this side because I need to push that beam towards the inside here. So we're probably gonna have to move to the back here and remove the plate from there. So this way we're gonna have access to everything from the inside, and we're gonna be able to start smashing that face here and here to bring it back towards us. So if that's not clear, basically what we are trying to do is take that, push it this way, take that, push it this way, right on the edge, so it's meeting together. Like we are closing the gap as much as we can, because basically the tighter the fitment in there, the better it's gonna be for us, because that's gonna basically add strength to all that. So yeah, basically here we are really doing well. So the penetration is good, the gap is quite tiny, so that's pretty cool. I'm gonna try one thing though. I'm gonna try to grab a clamp and C-clamp the shape there, so this way we might have a chance to get them so close that we can get another stitch at the top right corner, so right here. Because if this is going in, which seems to be able to, yep, we should be able to close that gap. Yeah, boy. Because that's gonna bring both of them close to each other. Oh yeah, that's really, really good. Okay, we can do a stitch there. That's applying pressure, so that's gonna stiffen the entire thing there. Right there. I try to make a tiny one at the top. From there, boom. That's a really close gap. And I do the same thing in here just for fun. It is working. Not ideal. I think when the panel at the back is gonna be removed, we're gonna be okay. Yeah, now we have something really stiff. And the welds already look better than what we had on the previous welds. So win, total win. All right, let me take a look on the other side. So I'm probably going to remove the wheel here, just because that's gonna be easier for us to get access to everything happening in there. And I'm gonna bring the cam here, so you're gonna be able to have a look with me. Front cam. Front cam. There you go. So I will be able to move that without making anyone sick. And from here, we should be able to do that through this. Let's grab that one. The impact is down there, and it's already with a 17, which is awesome, because that's what we need. Something fell to the ground. All right. Loud noise. Dual front. Dual side. Voice. Oh, it's already in voice. Oh, well, there you go. So the cam is a bit twisty there, but yeah, so basically that's the plate we're gonna try to remove. Let me try to bring you higher so I can put you at the back here. Yep, so you see that's the plate we're gonna try to remove right now. just by cutting the really bad welds all the way through. So let's see how it is going. Honestly, I feel like there's gonna be one thing really sucky there. These welds at the top and on the side, they are going to another layer of metal that's going through here. So I don't know what we're going to find, but we're gonna find out for sure. So let me just change the cutting disc because it exploded at the end of the morning. So we're gonna make sure we're not there you go. Damn, that was tight. Oh, too far. All right, so let's take another cutting disc in here. Brand new one. And we're gonna go from there. Nailed it. Okay, battery, hey, it's fully charged. Good thing when we don't forget to put them on charge during lunchtime. Right, ear protection and loud noise. All right, the voice came back. I'm afraid that we're gonna go through the battery way too quickly there, but let's see. Loud noise. Are we good? Yep. All right, let's see if we can already start to split that a little bit. That will be amazing if we can, but I'm not sure we're just there quite yet. But it's worth a try. All right, I'm gonna go from the inside here, in fact, and try to split that open. Yeah, there's really two plates. I can see them right here. So that's why I'm gonna try to start it from there. I'm losing my pencil. It's starting to split. We need to go a little bit further down here, but other than that, that's starting to split at the top here. Then the bottom, I can see a few different layers, so we're gonna have to take a look. All right. Loud noise. right, I think we're slowly getting out of battery. So gonna put at least one on the charger while we try to keep going on that. I'm gonna give also the grinder a little pause there. That might help it a little bit. So right now, what are we looking at here? I can see that we almost went through everything in here. That's pretty good. I can see the double layer a few times. I'm gonna try to maybe just finish that corner there. Loud noise. Voice. All right, we're already in voice. All right, so basically now I can see the edge there. I'm gonna try to unstitch it right in the corner and move my way on top. That's a fail. Oh, that's a win. We still have some connection on the top. Don't know if I can go through them. Answer is yes. Yes, we can. Right. There I feel like we are moving on. Yeah, we're almost. I'm getting so much shit in my hair. That's it. All right, need to take care. We're still too much connected on that side. So basically, I need to go and cut it so I don't damage the Framerail too much. Right now, it's not looking great on that side here. So let's try to finish cutting it on that other side. Hopla. Loud noise. That's why you should wear protection glasses. I just received just a little piece of hot metal in the corner of the eye. Like, it's not too bad, but it just hurt. Just a slightly little burning feeling, which is not the best. But I'm too thug to use some. All right. Loud noise. All right, so right there, I feel like I felt it pop, and you can see that this corner now is fully disconnected. So that's a really good news. Now we can try to work our way on top there, and we're gonna be basically trying to move all the way around it. So for now, I'm gonna be putting that battery on charge, hoping for it to get some charging while we are still working on the car, because yeah, it's starting to be super low. I can feel it in the way it rotates. I really need to buy one with cord, but at the same time I don't like them that much. Like right now I don't have any cord or anything. I would just need more batteries, in fact. So let's pop that out and keep unstitching the top here. So there you can not really see anything, but from here, well, that's way better. I'm going like this. Loud noise. All right, so I think we're gonna be close to a dead end where basically I need the buffer to keep going, but the buffer don't want to cooperate right now. So I'm like, ugh. Let's change the disc again, because that one got eaten up quite badly. So we're gonna go and put a new one so we have more reach in there, at the same time as being able to cut way better. There you go. So far so good. Gonna put a new disc. But yeah, basically I toasted one of my big battery, and I need to go grab some more at the hardware shop. Need to grab some new one. That's something I haven't looked at, if they were in special due to in sale due to the Black Friday. I should have. Could have been worth it. Right, I'm gonna go and grab that one. All right, who's writing to me? All right, sounds good. So let's try to keep going with the small battery. We won't have a lot of energy with that one. It's not going to be a long-lasting battery, but we should be able to do a few cuts here and there. Loud noise. All right, I hope for the battery to last longer, but hey, didn't want to. I have another small battery. I think it's in the back of the Datsun with the light we used this morning. Let me check for it. Yep, it's right there on the other side. You should not be standing on the desk chair like I'm doing right now, because that's bad. There we go. So we're gonna try to use that, but since we used it with a light, might be low too, so we'll see. So far seems good. Loud noise. Loud noise. All right, we're out of battery officially, so let's keep going with just the screwdriver and the hammer, because I don't think we're gonna be able to really have a grinder before at least 10 to 20 minutes. So let's first of all try to start over here. Here seems like we might have done a solid job of starting it, so yep, that's pretty good. Still have a bit of metal stitch there. But so far so good. There we have in the corner there something that's holding us. And right here, honestly, we are getting pretty good with that. Let's try to see if I can send the screwdriver at the other side over here, because that will mean basically that I could be able to like unstitch that corner there. It's not the best position. No, I don't think we will be able. So at the top here, it's still welded together. Probably the best place, like the best weld in there. But otherwise, oh my God, I think I'm gonna have difficulties to get that out. Well, at least we have a gap, I guess. I have something in the eye. So we need to cut here. And once this is cut, we have that edge there. A little bit of cut at the bottom here, but we're almost almost done with that one. I'm saying that we still need to cut even more in here, from here to here basically. And if we can cut through the welds in here too, that's gonna be perfect. Yeah, because I can see the metal sheet trying to get a fork out. I really need something to cut right now. So when it's flashing that fast as that, when is it about the temperature? Nope. So right now it is charging, so we're gonna wait for that one. Front cam. Anyone got a fun story to tell me? Because yeah, basically we're gonna wait for that. Oh, I know what we're going to do in the meanwhile. We're gonna be working on this. We're gonna be adding the billows there. So let me just grab that. Well, let's do that. Our classic temporary workbench, like so. It's such a lovely piece there. So basically the idea here, while the grinder is, the buffer is charging, I'm gonna spin it around so you can see it better. There you go. So basically what we're going to do is to add the billows on top here. So this way we should be able to make it work quite well and just protect that thing, that junction there. So when we are talking about that, we might also want to try to make sure we are in the middle of our steering rack, so we don't have one side going a little bit more out than the other side. So from there, it's quite easy to measure. Basically, let me grab the webcam. I can already tell you it's probably not well adjusted. Dual side. So basically what we want to do is to go from the flat surface at the bottom there, inside here, to the junction here, or right at the back of the plastic ring. I mean, they are basically the same thing on both sides. So I'm gonna grab the thingy in here, and yeah, so we're gonna, oh my god, what's going on with that cable here? All right, sorry for that. It's just that the monitor is just shutting off all the time every time I'm touching that toolbox. There you go, boom. So, almost killed myself. So basically we're gonna try to take the measurement from here to there. So it should be something around that, and I can take it on the other side, because this way I'm gonna know exactly where it stops. And from there, you see I have 113.5 millimeter. So from there, I'm gonna go to the other side. Whoop. So beautiful. LS, yeah. We want the LS in it. Oh. You jumped. Okay, and I'm gonna do the same thing on this side. Now I can already tell you that we are far from that edge to there, so we're gonna rotate that, but we should be able to measure how much we need. So I said 113 here when this is sitting right there. We are at 53. So 53, 100. That's 60 mil difference, so I need to bring 30 mil on this side. So I'm just going to turn that the right direction, ideally. So if I'm adding 30 mil, that will make 83. Yep. at around 83, I will know that I'm pretty much bang on centered. Boom. There you go. And now I should have 83 also on the other side. And we're not good. I did a mistake while calculating, but I'm just missing a few. I'm gonna make sure I measured it on the right spot there. Yeah, okay, so I'm at 72 on the other side, so let's close that gap there because usually you just need to make the difference between one side to the other and split that in two. So I'm at 82 and I was at 71, something like that. 72 I said. I'm at 83 on this side, so that will make it 10 mil difference. So just bring it towards the inside by basically 5 mils or more. Here I can just go this way and split the difference. There you go. That should be pretty much it. So if I'm going on top here like that, oink. Now on this side, we are missing just a touch. Oopsie. We are quite bang on. I think we have a mil of difference. Yeah, basically a mil. We are pretty much right there. So now we know that we are perfectly centered with that steering rack right in that position, front cam. There you go. So now that this is done, we're gonna be removing our tie rod from here. And we're gonna grab our bellow that goes on top here. As you know, this is some Volvo stuff here, and as you can see, there's still plenty of threads in there. That's no big deal so far. Gonna have to take a look if we can extend the distance between the hub, but I don't think so, because basically that part there, yeah, no. So that's gonna be pretty much a good fit. So I'm gonna throw them on the workbench. In the meantime, doing the same thing on the other side. I'm probably going to try to add some grease in there. I have a little bag of grease that I'm gonna use just to try to seal that properly. Man, the stream is super calm this afternoon in the chat. Where's everybody? All right, so one thing I made sure of was to get basically some really good rubber bellow there, because basically what I saw is that you can have those in good rubber or in kind of a plastic thingy, and the plastic one are just not feeling great. Like they feel like they're going to break with just a tiny bit of ice or something. So yeah, they are not really cool. And here, this is one from Volvo, so we don't know if it's gonna fit on top of the steering rack, but it seems like it's pretty much the same size. So let's just try that first, just see if it's starting to close on it. You can put the second cam if you want to see it from another angle. or closer I should say, dual front. There you go. So basically I'm gonna be trying to close that right on top here, and as you can see it's pretty much right there. It's maybe a little bit tight, but since it's rubber we should have some elasticity to make it fit there. And if it's fitting, that's gonna be a win. And we need to bring that right on top here so we have a seal. There you go. Yep. That's gonna work. And we love that. So that here and that here is going right towards that. And we should be able to just set that right there. And boom. I hope it's not going to compress too much, which means it will probably have an improper clamping point, but otherwise we should be good with that. All right, so there we go. Now if I'm removing it, I'm gonna put some grease in there and we're gonna be able to finalize that. So that's gonna be another good thing done. Let me just move you a little bit back there because I'm afraid of hitting the cam. So basically we have a big O-ring on top here, so that's for preventing grease from leaking from there. So now, do I have another bag of these? No, I don't think I do. That's sad actually. I would have loved to get a little bit more grease than that, but hey, that's gonna do, I guess. However, I hate working with that kind of grease, so I'm gonna make sure I have towels that are laying on the ground for some reason with me, because this grease is really not cool to play with. Do I have another one in here? Nope. I could probably buy some if I wanted to, but I'm not sure I want to. So that's basically to keep our joint well lubricated. So we're gonna put that right at the back here. So every time it's going to the bottom over here, it should help with just the joint itself. It should help it slide to its place. Don't have a lot in that bag though, so I might have to do something else for the other side. Here we're gonna put also some inside the ball joint of the inner tie rod there. There you go. Here we already have on the other side some that is basically, I don't think you're gonna be able to see it a lot, but we have already some in here, which is awesome. So that means we can really focus on the ball joint itself to lubricate that one there. And if we have anything left, then we can put it at the back. But this is already well lubricated at the back here. So yeah, we're gonna focus on that front part here and move our way back. There you go. That's how you empty, you can just empty a little bag of grease. All right. Is the webcam lagging? I saw it lag. All right, so now we can just go ahead and put that on top here. Again, I'm gonna take another towel or just reuse the same one, but wash my hand a little bit better. Because they were all greasy. Right, let's try to, yeah, put that on top like we did, and then we're gonna be able to do that and use that here. That is a special kind of tie wrap if you want, especially for that kind of thing there. Let's put it this way. I'm not exactly sure if you should do 2 turns. I guess so. That's the first time I'm using that kind of tie wrap. And now you need to clamp the top and fold it back this way. Yeah, that's how you're supposed to do them. You're supposed to go with that, and then you're supposed to put pressure, fold them to the back, and then close the little tab on it, which will prevent it from releasing the pressure. There you go. Now I just have bent a little bit towards the back. That one, there you go. I'm gonna grab another pair of pliers that will allow me to easily push them to their final position. With that done, that should be impossible for it to get released. I don't think I'll have to go that far. I can just cut it from here. So I can just go ahead and try at least to cut it. Yeah, that's really a try to cut it. I know I can also crush that a little bit just to help it. All right, this one, that's not cutting well. Let's try these other cutters. Yo, what's up with that? Well, if you don't want to cut, I'm gonna cut you. Okay, there you go. Was about to say some bad things to like threaten him, so hey, that works. Okay, let's grab the other one and do the other side. Oh yeah, I forgot one thing. I'm acting like I'm done, but I'm not, because we also have these ones. That one here to put in here. If I'm referring to that, it needs to go further back there. Whoops, that fell to the ground. So now we have that pass. Just need to go a little bit further at the back. I can hear the air go through the entire rack. It's acting as a pump right now. And that side here should fit perfectly on top, because basically it's that part that is from Volvo. So this is the Volvo part with the Volvo bell. Don't want to stay there, so I don't know if that's gonna be strong enough to hold it in place, to be fair. It's maybe not. All right, I think I'm gonna be able to stick it through there. That sounded weird. I'm gonna try to start it first. So I'm gonna use just something to bring those together and do a first twist on it. So that way it should start folding. Now that way here we should be able to just go ahead and twist it. I wonder if they are not using a drill for that. In fact, let me try the drill. I think it's gonna be a better idea because you can stick that in here and then go like that. Grab both of them in your drill. Ow. I think I got it. Let's try it. We'll see if we have done something stupid or not. Right, so far that seems to be an idea. No, we released it. But we have the basic idea there. Now let's try to make it work entirely. Let's try to get the full idea there. I think it's going to release itself again, but let's try it. No, we broke it. Too tight. All right. Well, we can use the second method, which is classic color for piping and stuff. And that's something I had prepared in my back pocket because I knew that could happen. I don't trust those wire things, but that here, that's something I trust because I know how good they are. Do I have the adapter? Yes, I do. So I'm gonna use that with that and probably that, in fact. Let's go. That's gonna be 1/4. All right, there you go. That's a proper setup. Now I feel like I can push that here, do that and do this. There you go. Now that won't fail me at all. That seems to be the proper setup. So there we go. Now we can officially say one done. So I'm gonna move you back here. We're gonna do the other one. Pump. There you go. There. We won't even like lose our time trying to do the steel wire on top here. We're just gonna go and throw the same setup as the other side because it worked. There you go. Hey, this is a perfect fit. So anyone who was wondering, Volvo part fits with Fiat parts. Only thing different we're gonna do in here is probably going to be the side of that, and also if we can manage to do something like this, that will be perfect. Can I go all the way around another time? That's gonna be too short. All right, we're gonna leave it there. We're gonna try to use that instead. That. Both on top here. There, and then we're gonna try and go for those pin here. Just go ahead and there you go. That's not going anywhere. So I'm always trying to live like a few inches in there, like 1 to 2 inches of cable, just because if it loosen up, it's gonna take a while before it gets entirely out of that. So just want to make sure we're not like cutting it too close and it's easy for it to release itself. Right, that's gonna be a hard one to cut again. There you go. All right, so this is not moving for anything, and we're gonna grab another color over here that I have in my trusty little bag. Oh, do I still have one the same size? Of course I do, just have to find it. All right, there you go. It's on top here, and I'll put that one the same way. All right, let's just push that through here. When we are right in place, let's tighten that up. There you go. That's not moving. And now, if we test the final setup, we should be able to see it move with the steering rack. One thing is, I don't know if I want to do that right now, because I just measured. I just measured where it was. Maybe I can mark. Yeah, I will make a mark that I can refer to when I feel like I'm almost in the middle. Well, when I feel like it's gonna be obvious if I am or not. So let's just do that. That might be the best idea I ever had today. Let me just make sure we have chalk in there. Yes, we do. So what I'm gonna do is pretty simple. Dual side. All right, so basically you see the teeth in there. I'm gonna just mark the one here with that here. So basically I know now that I need, when I'm getting in the middle, I need to line up those marks together and that I'm gonna be perfectly centered. So let's go, let's see how it reacts. All right, so this is what I was looking for. Right now, that's acting pretty well. Well, that was not the greatest here. So we'll see how it reacts when it goes on the other side now, because that stayed. Right, it did the same thing on both sides now. I don't know if this, oh, the mark is not in the right spot because I thought that was turning, but it is not. Well, I think we were pretty much like this, to be fair. But that's something we're gonna have to look. I could try and test with that if I look back in the VOD. Lol. So that's worth nothing. This is where I should have put it. All right, so basically here something happened, but nothing, like it's just folding on itself like that. And it doesn't seem to be bothered with that. So I'm okay with it. I don't care if it's doing that. Like I don't see any problem with that so far. Like the color is not in a position where it risks to create a hole in there. And basically, yeah, if it's happy this way, why not? So that's pretty much it for that. Damn, let's go. So now this is closed once and for all. We love it. I love to see progression. And yeah, so this is pretty well done. This is really close. I'm gonna take a picture of that. Maybe I'm gonna try to put that on socials, telling Apex Engineered, hey, have you ever believed that, did you ever believe that someone will put a freaking Volvo, Fiat 500 steering rack with Volvo tie rods? Well, I did it. All right, let's take another one like that. And I want one like this. All right, great. Because this is a pretty dope setup, to be fair. Honestly, I'm not tired of looking at it. We put so much effort on that one, but honestly, it's working. So, well, so far, we haven't tested it yet on the street, but that should be something we do next summer. So, at this point, we were going through the plate there. We're gonna try to remove it from the side here. I'm gonna try to finish cutting it. So let's grab the buffer, let's grab the battery, hoping that we had a bit of power back in it. Ooh, I don't think there's gonna be a lot of it. We'll see. We might have to end up the stream early because of that, but hey, let's see. Right. Because we cannot do, oh, I thought I changed the camera plan, sorry for that. So you basically flew all the way through the garage. That's done, that one. There we go. There, so we still need to cut here, bottom here, and the right corner there. So this way we're gonna have the plate getting removed. So let's try that. Loud noise. voice. Oh, it was back on voice, sorry guys. Well, the disc broke again. Thank you, Mastercraft, or as we call it, Master Scrap. For the price though, worth it. All right, that is not moving at all. We're gonna grab another screwdriver and try to unstitch that because we are pretty well, like we are almost through all the welds. So it should try to pop out. So let's try it. Big ass screwdriver, hammer, and noise. There you go. Did you hear it pop? Because it did pop pretty well. Now we just need to pop it up at the top, and then we might have to, oh yeah, that's at the bottom here where we need to cut it, because now it's just going through and starting to tear the metal. Right, I'm gonna grab the ear protection again if I can find it. I have metal on my tongue. Oh yeah, we need to change the blade, eh? Hey mate, better change that, cause that's gonna cut poorly right now. There you go. At least that one wasn't as hard as the other one to remove. There you go, there you go. Let's put that in there. Let's grab another cutting disc. Let's throw it in here. All right, let's cut the bottom there. That's gonna be so useful because we might be able after that to fold it towards the top, which will be awesome. Loud noise. Loud noise. All right, that should be pretty much it for the bottom there. We should be able, yeah boy, pop it out. Hey, the screwdriver released itself now. So we just need to go through here. I thought I broke the, hey, there you go. So the plate is trying to move by itself. Let's grab a glove for that, because that's gonna be some sharp edges and it's gonna be burning hot. Let's grab that one in fact. All right, so plate is gonna get released, I think, because I think it's gonna break. There you go. So this plate we received from my friend spare parts to use for that. I don't think it's gonna be as big. Yeah, no, it's not going to be, but we should be able to reinforce our side here with that one here. So we haven't cut through anything bad, I think, here, and we're gonna try to finish that side here with that. So it should help just reinforce that. So here we have a few cuts through the bottom there. Like right here we have a few cuts, so this is something we're gonna have to take care of. This thing here is really, really thin, so that's not really, let's say, the best structural thing. Here we have a plate though going, like you see the mark right here, this is a bend going right through with a plate in there, I think, if I remember correctly from what I saw on the other side. So from there we should be able to make something with it. But right now that means we should be good to just cut that straight through and have full access to the back, so we're gonna be able to weld from the inside also the other part there. So let's do this, because now we have confirmed we can close it. We're gonna be able to, which is pretty important if you ask me. Oh, hell yeah. Ear protection. We don't have a lot of battery left, but hey, it did the job. So let's just cut those. Hopefully we have enough, and it's not really big, so it should be okay. Loud noise. All right, so this is what I meant with that. Now we're gonna be able to just go ahead and smash the existing frame rail to close the gap with the actual replacement part. So we're gonna be crushing them together, weld them, and from there we're gonna move around and just weld everything together. So here we're probably going to do 1 inch here, because we have really thick material there. So we're gonna crush that together, weld it there, then same thing, we're gonna move at the bottom here, weld it, maybe even in the middle, not sure yet. If it's in its place with just bottom and top, we're gonna leave it like that, because we're also going to do the right angle at the bottom here. So we're gonna do a part here, then we're gonna do the full exterior of that. So that's gonna be probably that. Same on this side here, the gap is almost fully closed, just not at the bottom here. I don't think, because of the angle coming up here, I don't think we're gonna be able to weld the bottom part here, except if it's disconnected right here, we might be able to bend it and close the gap. We'll see with that. So yeah, this is pretty thin here. We're gonna clean that edge, and we're probably going to use that edge here that you cannot really see right now, that edge here to match with the metal plate, and again maybe try to use that. So which brings us to one question. I think we're gonna sandwich that first before adding the top plate, because if you're looking at it right now, if I'm welding that from the inside, then applying the metal plate on this side, I might be able to actually use that edge here and here to weld a little bit at the top, and then when I'm gonna clean the top edge here, and yeah, that one we're gonna need to weld it with the metal plate. We're gonna clean that, re-weld that, and probably use that to close that. So we might have welding here and here, again adding a shoulder where it's gonna be on top of each other, and we're gonna bring the metal plate as far as we can here. We're gonna clean those welding in here probably, and yeah, so we should have something pretty solid there, and we'll see if we want to add the plate. I think we should get our parts coming on top here first. Sorry, that made a bit of metal dust in here, so because that here is gonna go right on top here. And since this is going right there, we might have a bit of a problem there. First of all, I think we're gonna have to cut that around here, because I don't think we're gonna be able to clamp it on top, because we haven't took that in consideration, the fact we were adding that on top. So this part's not going to be a perfect fit on this side, and yeah, so I think this is going to be an issue. But other than that, we are in pretty good shape to get that done. Ow. Really, really well. We're gonna close that here. Probably tack that if there's enough good material in there. And then, like I said, plate that on top. So we're gonna have a full enclosed box in there. I need to take a look at what's... Okay, in fact, it's from that mark going through here, yeah. So here, we know we are really solid behind that. So if the metal plate can come all the way to there, we're close, but we're just not quite there, but we're really close. So we might use it. We might still be using it this way, and we're gonna be able to basically like weld the entire thing on top there, then move down towards like that, and we will have that strength from the back here that's gonna help us. So that needs to get close a little bit by smashing on it, and yeah, we should have something here that will be respectable. Like I said, we're probably going to close to cut the replacement part there, so it gets welded a little bit closer to the floor pan, just because we are re-adding that box on top here. So yeah, that's pretty much it for now. All right, I think I might leave it there for tonight. I feel like I have all the battery to put on charge. I have quite a few things to do before we can like start cleaning everything up and everything. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. Hey, that's some big progression today. Like we have a steering rack and like that is fully done now, and we done that in between two different cut on the Framerail, which is pretty awesome. So basically tomorrow plan is, and I thought we will be a bit further today, but we did most of the cut. We tested the welding, it's going well. Talking about that, I'm gonna close the bottle because if it's leaking just a tiny bit, we're gonna lose a lot of gas. And yeah, so I thought it will be maybe a bit quicker, but at the same time, I'm not like, oh my God, it took so long. No, it went pretty well. We almost have access to everything now. So we are pretty much right there, ready to weld, which is amazing to be fair. So we're gonna do that tomorrow. We're welding that. Plan is, we're closing that gap once and for all. Then we're gonna move to the piece right behind it where we need to cut and do a lot of weird things to make the other part there fit. So we're gonna take a look at this tomorrow, guys. So I'll see you there. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.